Alright, everybody, we are live, and today we're going to be continuing our playthrough of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic to the Sith Lords. So, I would have actually started 2 hours earlier today, but something came up, so unfortunately I had to start a bit later than I could have today, but you know, you can't predict stuff, what's going to happen. That's why I never set a 100% schedule, because I think it's impossible to set a 100% stream schedule, because when you have a busy life, you get stuff doing, you can't set a guaranteed stream schedule. So that's why I've never set a stream schedule, but just know I stream in the weekdays. That's all you need to know. Also, before we do get straight to the gameplay, there will be no stream on Friday. I'm very busy this Friday. So this will be a one-off Friday where there's going to be no stream at all. So this will be the only Quarters 2 stream this entire week. Yeah, I know it's a bit of a disappointment. Even I think it's a bit disappointing, but I'm hoping to do potentially, hopefully, maybe 3 streams next week of this. We'll see, depending if we've completed Sideshow the 3rd, which we'll be doing tomorrow. And Sideshow the 3rd's not a super long game, so we might complete that in 5 parts, but probably more like 6. But we'll see. Who knows? Anyway, let's get straight into this.
Are you ready to go to Isaac?
Yes.
I'm going
Let's
to
do
talk
this.
with Zuka and have him start a shuttle flight check. After that, we'll head out.
So now we're finally going to Alderaan.
How are the port stabilizers?
They check out Mandalore, all systems are green.
Good. I want the shuttle bound for Onderon within the hour. What do you want?
Is all in readiness?
It is. Like I promised. Why? You want to back out now?
My only concerns are for the one you escort to Onderon, Mandalorian. Would you do any less for one of your clan?
Don't pretend to understand us. We Mandalorians are a breed apart.
If by apart you mean scattered, broken, and lost, then yes, you are correct.
Not for long. Soon the Mandalorians will be strong again, united as one clan under one banner. Mine.
Ah yes, the Great Crusade. After the first one was ended by Revan and the Jedi. Such a defeat was merciful, an echo of the end, when your ships were in flames, crushed in the grip of Malachor V. But I do not need to remind you of such things.
I was at Malachor V, and I remember how many Jedi died to stop us there. And no matter how many dead orbit that planet, the Mandalorians still live. Clan Ordo still lives. See Kex there? He was serving on Nar Shaddai's muscle for the Hutts. Kelborn was a scout for the Duros on Frontier Worlds. I brought them here, gave them a purpose. This galaxy will be ours again, I promise you. That is the future.
Indeed. The future is always in motion. It is a difficult thing to see. Perhaps there will be no New Age Mandalore, no great Mandalorian crusade. Perhaps your people fought their last battle at Malachor V, and you have been dying ever since, a quiet death that will
Yeah, it's
last
actually kind of
centuries. And perhaps all that remains will be what I see before me. A man wounded by a Jedi, encased in a Mandalorian shell, hunted by the thought of being the last of the Mandalorians.
You've got some guts talking to me like that. You think your age or your Jedi whelp are going to keep you safe from me?
No, Mandalore, you are wrong. I hope that it is you who will keep the one I travel with safe. You are loyal, and you have served many masters, even when they abandoned you. Do you wonder where he wanders now, Mandalore? Why he gave you your orders, then abandoned you at the edge of the galaxy?
How do you know that?
I know many things, and I can answer the question that burns within your shell, Mandalore. But there is a price. You must keep the one I travel with safe. He is important to me, more important than anything. Show the same loyalty you have shown in the past, Mandalore. If there is a Mandalorian crusade, let it be for something that will carry your people's memory into the future. So when the time comes when there are no more Mandalorians, then at least their honor will remain. The one I travel with has walked your same path, and I ask that when the end comes, that you remember that kinship, even if it seems there is nothing else left.
Forget the Jedi. Keep your eyes on her.
1, 2, 3. targets have breached our perimeter.
Yes, assassins.
Wait a moment. I sense there is a disturbance in the camp. Our enemy has tracked us here. I did not expect them so soon. How did they get here, I wonder? Regardless, we must eliminate them all. None of them can escape. Our whereabouts must remain a secret. Let us join the battle. Our allies will need our help.
Okay, so the Sith have broken. It's weird. It's like control works for part of the game, but it doesn't work for other part. That's fine. I'm fine with the companions I got. Let's keep the same as before. Pretty sure these guys are really good force like this. Okay, we starting to get quite.
Seems trouble follows you on a regular basis. I think it's best for both of us if we head to Isis immediately. Grab your gear. My men will take care of cleaning up the mess.
Okay. So the Mandalorians. Right, so we have to take care of this regardless. I don't know what I want to take. I really like needs a bunch of other food to take. That I want to use. Yeah, we'll take her. Yeah, get her a few levels. Maybe use the rigger. I was using Captain anyway. It would have been cool if I could have fought all those enemies and get some XP, because we are a little bit lower than XP that I'd like to have. Like, we could probably be 1 or 2 levels higher. Because you can't do some of the side quests in Dark Side playthrough, which sucks a little bit. Probably will eventually do a light side playthrough in this game. I might do a playthrough of this game actually. On the 20th anniversary. Should be sometime next year. Maybe. We'll see. Still not sure. Let's take this to go turn one. We'll see when the time comes. I might just delete ships. I don't know. Maybe I won't do anything. We'll see.
Vaklu's saying that the Republic ship attacked first? That's madness!
Unfortunately, lie or not, it's a madness people will believe.
The timing of this is atrocious. A space battle above our skies, so many of our fighters lost?
Curiously, only Tobin's men were involved in that battle.
That shooter!
Strong word, Your Majesty, but there is no good time for news like this. I recommend we continue with our plan.
But won't that bring even more followers to Vaklu's side? Increasing his power?
For a time, perhaps. But we both know he's not the true threat. It's his unseen support from the shadows that we must drag out into the light. Then, and only then, can we strike.
I fear by then it will be too late.
Do it now.
Here we are, the city of Isis. It's been shut down tight for months now. General Vaklu is close to declaring martial law. We won't be able to travel too far in the city. Fortunately, I have a friend in this quarter of the city. He's a doctor by the name of Dagon Gent. His office is on the other side of the market square. It might be best if you do the talking around here. The Onderonians have a mixed view of Mandalorians after we conquered their world.
Do they now? Alright, so let's see what's Mandalore's best skills in this game. So he's pretty bad at dexterity actually. What's he actually like good at like skills wise? Awareness. She actually, yes, it's kind of a useless character when it comes to actually like doing. How may I say this? More interesting stuff. Alright. Strength or resources. I guess we'll work on together. Dexterity plus strength. Vision. Mandalorian kind of likes to use that gun, so I'll give him that buff. I'll give him that for now. Shields, just give him whatever. I don't really use the shields that much, if I have to be honest with you, chat. Yeah, I guess I'll give him that. Alright, let's level him up. Yeah, so... Oh, we can't even level with street injury. Okay. What do level 6, so we got a lot of levels there. Right. So, let's see. So he's mastered a blaster, right? No, not very straight for now. Okay, now we can up the edge. What? Oh, that's why. I was like, what? Okay, awareness. Awareness is cool, but it's not really an important skill. I know what's up, Bruno. I guess we've got a pretty sniper shot. Oh, he's actually... It's quite annoying to get really high strength, like Constitution. Constitution's still that important. We'll get Dexterity. We'll get him really high Dexterity. That's what we'll do. Devil should train. Master Power Shot. It's really weird. See my streams recently, they've been doing like a lot better, like with their videos and streams. It's really weird. Streams been weird recently to my channel. It's a good thing though. I like that though. I do like that though. At least on this platform, at least it's optional, you know. If I was on Twitch, I'd probably get like 0 views. In recent months, no one's been watching my live streams, but it's probably because I'm playing nice games as well. But we can't be playing Grand Theft Auto games for the rest of my life and Call of Duty games for the rest of my life. And there's only so much I can do in those games before they get bored. No, some of you understand, some of you probably. Let's see. Rapid fire. So that's him got pretty much every shot mastered. Can't remember if our demolition's higher than his. Oh no. What's the demolition bonus class? Demolition scale. Sure, we'll give bonuses to that. I still think stealth is useless in KOTOR 2. I mean, it's a bit more useful than that. It's not BS3, let's be honest. When it comes to like stealth parties. Unless it's a stealth game. Demolition's going to be 12, slightly before the end of this. What else do I want to level up? What's the street injury class? Because persuade street injury, I guess we'll upgrade street injury. Get him a little bit faster healing. Yeah. Alright, last slide. Oh, mine's got another last one. So it takes 30 for me. We hide that 60. But it just doesn't show the bonuses, I'm pretty sure either, so it's actually higher than that. I don't really know what to invest into him, to be completely honest. Like her, free injury, awareness, furious. Security is useful, but actually, let's see. Are you tanky? Yeah. What's this? Force lightning. Yes, give you full storm. This gives you access to... Probably should have worked on security instead of awareness, but it's too late now. It's too late now. Powers. If you Master Force Shield. And what could your dexterity very even higher, man? This companion's never gonna get hit. At this rate. See if you do max out your dexterity, I'm pretty sure, I'm not entirely sure, but I take it you get to the stage where you just never get hit. And the same with the strength, I'm pretty sure you don't hit every hit. This game can't sort of be cheese, so like, as much as you can't miss any lightning attacks or any force attacks. People they can be immune to them, but they can't, you know, like not take damage from them. Imagine they made this game like Morrowind, where you have a chance of your force power just not working.
I have questions for you. You fought with Revan and Malak during the Mandalorian Wars. Why? We'd never faced Jedi before, and didn't know the threat they represented. You've always been in the Jedi Order. Things that are common knowledge to you are rumors and stories to the rest of the galaxy. We only knew what we had seen in holovids and from our experience with Exar Kun. And by that time, he was completely a Sith. We thought we would triumph easily over such noble and compassionate leaders. Those are weaknesses we easily exploited in the past. What did you think of us? And that is how we thought of you. Not of the Jedi in particular, but the men and women who joined Revan and Malak to fight against us. You turned a demoralized, defeated mess into a coordinated army. You brought tactics, backbone, and above all else, victory to them. Ever consider what would have happened if we'd won? The Sith would have been nothing more than a border skirmish against the might of my clans. We would have brought a new age of strength and expansion to the Republic. With a wealth of the
real Sith would have absolutely annihilated the Mandalorians. Right?
Instead,
if you don't know Emperor Vitiate,
the Republic won.
influenced the Mandalorian Wars.
Look at what your precious victory has brought you. I ask you this. Is the galaxy better off for the Republic's victory? Just think about it. Now, is there something else you needed? The Republic is a stagnant beast that had been killing its people for years before the wars began. Were it not for Revan's strength, the Republic would already be dead. Only Revan was worthy of our respect. We swept through the Outer Rim without any opposition until Revan assumed command of the Republic forces. Only then did the battle turn. But as you know, only a handful of Jedi fought, while the others cowered in their halls, afraid to meet us head-on. I'm sure there were good reasons. I'm not accusing you of being a coward. You commanded the Republic fleet that destroyed ours. You were a worthy opponent. Now is there something else you needed? The Republic thinks my people are dead, scattered. They are wrong. You should have destroyed us when you had the chance. As long as one Mandalorian lives, we will survive. Our honor, fortunes, and lives revolve around battle. From our earliest history, this has been our way, as it will be always. Which is one of the reasons I travel with you. It pleases me that you recognize the truth. The Mandalorian clans will be united. Then we will take back our place in the galaxy. But we live in times of action, and I've said enough for now. We can speak of this again later. Now, is there something else you needed? We have suffered defeats before, but none like our defeat at Malachor. Our spirit may have faded, but it hasn't died. It will burn bright again, like a star in the heavens. The end of the Mandalorian Wars was something new and unknown to us. Revan fought us like a true warrior and defeated us on our own terms. Revan embodied our philosophy and showed us our own weaknesses. Then he exploited them. It was a painful lesson. With Mandalore dead, our weapons taken, and our pride destroyed, many lost their way.
No.
I will change that. I would appreciate your help. Many in the Republic look at the Mandalore as
We actually
wild
know,
and
so I know where the
violent
Mandalorians are. There's two
Now,
groups out of them.
after
Oh,
many years, a new Mandalore has returned. We have a long tradition of honor in dealing with allies and those who provide us aid. It's a tradition that those we war against are quick to forget. I can tell you want to know more, but we can talk more later about this. Now, is there something else you needed? Being Mandalore is the greatest honor for our people. Mandalore's
but we know
helmet
him.
passed from one leader to the next. When Revan executed Mandalore before our eyes, he cast Mandalore's helmet away, denied it to us. He took Mandalore's helmet and left with it. If he hadn't done that, the new Mandalore would have been chosen that day, but without leadership and direction. The clans scattered, fell apart. During the Jedi Civil War, I met and traveled with Revan. I was there with him when he defeated Darth Malak, and traveled with him afterwards. Eventually, he told me where he had taken the helmet. He set me upon this path. We can talk about Revan and other things later if you like. You know enough for now. Now, is there something else you needed? I am Mandalore, leader of the Mandalorians. I will help you fight your battles and plan your strategy. But I will not be your errand boy. Find some other lackey to do your bidding. Now, is there something else you needed? Like us, the people of Onderon are warriors. Early in their history, they built ISIS to protect them from the beasts that swarmed on their world. No matter how far they've progressed, they're fundamentally still warriors standing watch on their battlements. They don't like outsiders, and their inability to take ideas from other cultures gives them a fundamental disadvantage in warfare. They fell quickly during the Mandalorian Wars despite their martial skills. Their technology and doctrine are not in the same league as Mandalorians. Now, is there something else you needed? I fought countless battles, ones most didn't walk away from. The wounds add up, and even the implants are all that keep me going sometimes. I may have been stronger in my youth, and stupider, but now I've got to rely more on my armor, my weapons, and my cunning. Now, is there something else you needed?
What do you mean? She said he influenced them. So we might get a potentially mess up on this planet, because I'm not entirely sure if one decision you make at the start of the game affects who we side with. This planet.
It's been a while since you've docked here, eh? I suppose the lockdown has hurt your profits as well. You are human, aren't you? Your face looks... Oh, never mind that. Oh, it must be hard to shuttle people when nobody's allowed to leave.
Your face.
The blockade has been bad for everyone. Nothing new. Our space forces have been in full readiness ever since the space battle in orbit. Tensions are running high. All Republic vessels must be searched, and the delays are turning pilots grey before their time. And ever since the Republic fired on our space forces, things have been even slower. Bad days. Bad days. And things are getting worse. I'd get out of the system quickly, if I were you, friend. Well, doesn't look like you have any trade goods, so the inspection's just a formality. Here's your starport visa. Don't lose it. They're priceless right now. If you want to leave the planet, you need a starport visa. They're very hard to get. Many people want to get out of here before things get worse. Certainly. Mind what I said about the starport visa. I know one captain already who can't get back into the starport.
Maybe keep the starport visa, okay.
I can't believe the Republic assaulted our space forces.
General Vaklu was an underground resistance.
I don't think that would really... I always see you. I don't care what your rant's about. I care what you got. To be honest. What's missing a lining worth my time? Oh, this is considered. I'd be an interesting challenge. Oh no, I'm the only challenge.
Fair winds to you, Offworlder. Is it too much to hope that you are a Telosian merchant? These beasts you see here are for delivery to Telos, but the Republic vessels that transport them have to wait for thorough and needlessly long searches. So the city is stacked with caged beasts waiting for their ships. We have stopped gathering beasts now, but they still fill the city. For Drexel and Ryder, the Ithorians brought wealth and prosperity. Our settlements prospered, but now... They have been kept in their cages for a long time, but yet at times, I feel as if something else is affecting them, frightening them. Perhaps it is the city itself. ISIS has fallen upon dark times, and tensions run high in the streets. These beasts you see here are for delivery.
Yeah, we already know
but
this.
the Republic, we have... Perhaps... I am a beast rider. I have flown great distances gathering the animals you see here. We keep hoping that Ithorians or Telosians get through the Space Force's searches so that we can sell them. Telos was attacked by Darth Malak in the Jedi Civil War. The surface was completely destroyed. The Ithorians have been searching for appropriate wildlife to create a new Telos, but their merchants are stalled by
I used to get Telos confused, Staros.
Our people have been here for centuries, though we were not always one with the wilds of Onderon. In ancient times, our people were criminals, prisoners who were cast out of ISIS and sentenced to die by the beasts in the wild.
I actually learned more about
But
these
our
people.
ancestors learned how to survive and even tame the mighty beasts. They became our strength and companions. We fought endlessly with ISIS for resources and survival. But 2 generations ago, an ISIS princess named Galia and a great beast rider hero, Oram Kira, married. They united our peoples, but now things are unraveling. Even the beasts can smell it in the air. Many beast riders have fallen to the city ways, and some are now no more than common thugs. Queen Talia and her cousin General Vaklu argue in open councils. The beasts stir from the changes in the wind and cannot be calmed, and we beast riders find it harder to enter the city each day. No one is to leave the city without the starport visas. It chokes passage in and out of ISIS.
Okay, I swear these beasts is a minions. Yeah, these.
Calm.
Oh.
What?
Run! The bomber is out of control!
Mate, you're a fucking beast rider, you just run away like a wee wimp.
I don't know what to say. I had heard stories, but I assumed that they were fledgling riders, or simply tales that grow in the telling. Not since my first Drexel have I lost control of a beast. I apologize profusely. Here, I give you these credits for the danger I put you in. I am so sorry for insulting you with my offering. Here is more. Again, I apologize.
Thank you.
I again apologize. The beasts are growing very restless. It grows day by day. I plan on talking with my brothers and sisters to see if there are solutions.
Yes, I will, yes, I remember that. Thanks to the 1,000 credits, I thought we were going to have to do a lot worse. I'm surprised that's not considered the dark side of it.
Halt, off-worlder. You'll have to answer some questions before you go into the city. What is your business on Isis? Why not? I can see you have no crates or cargo, and your ship is obviously not affiliated with the Republic. You're free to go. Don't lose your starport visa, otherwise you won't be leaving for a long while.
Persuasion. Works every time, as the saying goes.
Let's hurry this up. I want him escorted out of here quickly.
This is outrageous. I'm not a spy. I'm a journalist for Isis Calm.
You're a Republic spy, and your propaganda will be silenced. We are taking you back to our barracks for interrogation.
But, well, you can't be serious. You accuse me of propaganda? I have proof that Vaklu is withholding information on the so-called Republic.
One more word of treason out of you. What are you looking at? This is none of your business.
Please, sir, help me. Vaklu's troops won't listen. I'm just a journalist, not a spy.
Oh, look at this guy. Comes in my streams to say this.
A warrant? General Vaklu passed an edict giving the military broad authority to detain and question anyone suspected of treasonous activity. It was specifically meant for us to pick up spies like this before they could leave Isis or go underground.
Fuck this. I don't care about this shit.
Men, let's take this spy away. Another word out of you and we can make the trip very uncomfortable.
I will say something about it. There is some bad things about the dark side option. Like, you do miss out on a few quests. You do miss out on a few quests in the game. But at the same time, I guess you get a few extra quests because you can be complete ass.
Please, Captain, help me. My children and I are desperate to get off of Onderon. Do you have an open starport visa?
You have the look of someone used to adversity, a cut above the rabble around here. I have a business proposition for you. Everyone around here begs and pleads night and day for open starport visas. Very touching how well they act out their lies. Or truths. It doesn't matter, really. What does matter is credits. Hard currency. I offer you 2,000 credits if you find an open starport visa. You won't find a better deal.
Oh, really?
I only know of one person who might offer something comparable. And what's going on there is illegal. I'm a legitimate trader. so there's no risk. There's only one thing ultimately more important than money, and that's your life. She's trouble. I wouldn't deal with her. I want nothing to do with her. If you want to get involved with that sort of person, you'll have to figure it out on your own.
So we can go down left. Man, everybody wants that Star Wars. Probably everybody. I always say that you say, make sure it's true, because I will say something. George, if you're still watching this, I will say something. See, when this game came out, nobody knew about Make Sure. Actually, it wasn't until the Old Republic MMO game came out until Make Sure was actually considered the main character of this game. So it was not considered until like 7 years later after this game came out that Make Sure was considered to be the main character. For 2004 up to 2011, it could be any character you play this. I don't think a lot of people bring that up. Wasn't until the MMO game.
Welcome to what must be the smelliest place in the universe, Offworlder. How can I assist you? Ithorians have been buying them to help rebuild Telos. I don't know why, but ever since they started, the Beast Riders have been crawling out of the woodworks to sell them animals. But the Republic blockade has meant long delays, and because of that, beast cages are filling up the streets of Iziz.
That's an air defense tower. The city's filled with them. Iziz is an ancient city, and for many generations, our main enemy was the Beast Riders that lived outside the city.
Towers like these were built to protect us against Drexel and their Beast Riders. A Drexel is a flying beast. Huge creatures with teeth the size of your arms.
Actually, yeah, I don't know, but these
like
are the
steel plates.
These are the creatures that
somehow the Beast Riders figured out how to tame
them
them years ago.
You used them to like fast travel. Okay, we already know.
About 50 years ago, Princess Gallia married one of the great leaders of the Beast Riders, Orin Kira. That was right at the start of the Beast Wars. By the end of it, Gallia was crowned queen, and finally there was peace between our people. It's hard to put aside centuries of conflict. There's an uneasiness between our people. The Beast Riders are upset that General Vaklu has forbidden Drexel in Iziz. Citizens usually only see the fallen Beast Riders, who know better than thugs. Certainly, things are... These are troubled times. You've probably heard that General Vaklu and Queen Talia are having some disagreements. I've been warned from command to keep my opinions to myself on that. So I've learned my... Ask around, though. Stay out of...
She's not going to give us an answer. Typical.
In the Council of Lords today, Lord Dashiell recommended a special comment. Without him, Lord Dashiell said, the Republic attack would surely...
That's just a propaganda. You know, it's funny. See, but I'm eventually going to do a playthrough like the Fallout games, right? Right. In the shadow, right? See Fallout 3. We're going to be doing evil when we play Fallout 3, and I bet you someone is going to say, oh, you have to be the true good person in Fallout 3. You have to not blow up Megaton or anything like that. That's bad. Like, it's a fucking game. And the same goes to, when I do a playthrough of Fallout New Vegas, someone's going to be like, I don't actually know what faction. Someone's going to be like, you should pick the NCR. The NCR, in my opinion, I think are the most boring faction to decide with. It's the side with. I'd rather side with Caesar's Legion over the NCR. Even though I don't like the Caesar's Legion either, but I bet what one was worse. Aye.
Please tell me you're an off-worlder. You came from the spaceport, right?
Beside that faction.
You are? Wait, this is not so. You think to make a joke on Gagarin? But this is good news. You have a starport visa, right? I can only sell my best weapons if you have that. These soldiers ensure that I don't forget these formalities.
Watch it, Keg. The captain already has enough complaints about you.
No need to be alarmed, my foreign friend. Pay the soldier no heed. Pretend he isn't here.
What is this?
Large variety of weapons. My stock is very good. You might want to buy some before the general decides he needs more blasters. Then weapon merchants like myself have the honor of providing them to him at a substantial discount, even below what it costs us. We do it happily, or else.
Or else what, Gag?
Or else we are very unhappy at not being able to do our part.
Or else you get shot.
General Vaklu is concerned about well-armed insurgents. They've had to get arms from somewhere. Not from me, of course, but all sales of weapons have been severely restricted. I can only sell to off-worlders like you that have the proper clearance. And now off-worlders can't come here because of the blockade and searches, but it's a wise policy. Of course, soldiers are only doing their job. Even if it puts me out of business, I am happy. Even if I'm forced to live off scraps in the street, I am so happy to do my part. Long live General Vaklu. Oh, everything is great here.
This guy's being so sarcastic. It's kind of funny anyway. I see, so no weapons. Any armor that's not bad. I don't mind this armor. This armor is cool, the Jedi thing, but I actually kind of prefer to use we need a Dark Jedi Master, man. I've not found that yet, but I think I know we should get one soon, actually. Nah, there's nothing in value I want in here. Let's see if this what it says now. Nope, so it's just a police station. Alright. Probably should save the game though.
There must come a time when the Queen bows to the will of the people. The Republic has brought nothing but war and death. In our 50 years of flying their colors, we have had more war than the past millennia.
True.
Back General Vaklu in his effort to make her see reason. We do not need the Republic. They need our resources, our world, and our blood. For all that we have given, now we get nothing. The Republic is weak and falling apart. Its Jedi, whose fallen brethren have brought such misery to us, have disbanded. Let's be the first world to take our future into our hands. Are you with me? Exactly. That is all we ask. Close to 2/3 of Onderonians want to reclaim our independence, to isolate ourselves from the ravages of the Republic, to relive our golden age when we answered to no Senate.
That's enough, Ponlar. If you keep this up, you're going to spend time in detention. You're coming awfully close to treason.
You can't silence me forever, soldier, but I'll keep my peace. For now. If I speak more right now, the soldiers will...
These are dangerous times. People like Ponlar aren't making it any easier.
We're gonna have to find another source of cheap fuel now that Pariah's
okay, so we got some HG units over here, I see them. Place HG units.
Unnecessary observation. You are eliminating many of us Jedi, but such actions only delay the inevitable. Annoying recitation.
Nah, I think you guys are gonna get alive.
Systems failing, Master. Systems failing, Master.
You guys are gonna have to try out. Let's be realistic. It's kind of weird that HQ units were standing there. That's a lot place for the HQ units to be standing there. I guess because it's a city. So we're going to be impressing the general somehow. It's actually quite hard to impress the general compared to Actually, it's a lot harder to impress the general than it is to do the good side option in this. So we actually have to do a few more pings.
The rumor I've heard is that you don't fully agree with our queen and her supporters. If you aren't adverse to Queen Talia stepping down, we could use your help. It would be quite worth your while. I am a strong supporter of General Vaklu. The merchant quarter is an important area, not only financially but strategically as well. It is one of the few districts that is directly connected to the royal palace. The Queen and her advisors are well aware of this and have ensured that the captains here are extremely loyal to her. This presents complications for Vaclu. If you could arrange for them to be removed from their command, you will be richly compensated. You can't attack them directly. The entire city would be after you if you assaulted their checkpoints. You may have to be subtle and patient. They don't have to be killed, just removed from command. There's Galisi at the starport. Riken commands from the turret tower, and Bastuco guards the entrance to the sky ramp. All loyal, and all need to be reassigned. He's the most junior of the captains. His superior, Captain Sulio, met with an accident. I believe you're familiar with that. Besides his strong loyalty to the Queen, I know next to nothing about him. He sometimes frequents the local cantina when he isn't at his post.
So he's cantina? Okay.
He's been responsible for the merchant quarter for years. He's been chastised repetitively for his criticism of General Vaclu. His years of service won't protect him if he continues to subvert the chain of command. He has received several warnings. With a nudge, he just may get a dishonorable discharge.
Okay.
A true veteran, years of honorable service, completely dedicated to the Queen. Sadly, I think he's more on our side than the Queen's. But he's an old soldier that can't adapt to today's complex situation. Regardless of what the best interests of Onderon are, he won't swerve from executing the Queen's misguided decrees. Persuasion may be ineffective. Take this military security card. It can be used to slice into security terminals. Perhaps you'll find solutions there. For each task you complete, I am prepared to pay you 2,500 credits. Plus you will earn the favor.
Okay.
This woman works for Vaclu. The Queen is riddled with shortcomings and other faults. We should assist Vaclu instead. By helping Onda, we may convince Vaclu we need not be enemies.
Kind of interesting if I still speak instead of Mandel. Because Mandel usually says to assist him. We killed that guy instead. Yes. Damn. Alright, that's the job, isn't it? Security cameras. And security cameras now broke. Okay. That's one down.
I won't remain silent any longer. The Republic has actively attacked us. They attack our spaceships unprovoked. What next? An invasion? Perhaps they seek to conquer us. Will you stand idly by? Will you let them bomb our city? No! If Queen Talia is so removed that she won't do what the people so clearly want, then we must show her, with force!
That's it, Ponlar. We're taking you in. You've gone too far.
Brothers and sisters, let us rise up now and march to the palace! Our will cannot be denied!
That's right! Death to the Queen! Death to
Oh shit, it's gonna be a riot.
We will march!
Why are you joining in this? I prefer Vaclu over Talia, but this is hardly a task for a warrior. Shrewd. I hate to lower myself to joining this mob, but your plan may work.
You would fight with them? This is madness. We need reinforcements.
The Off-Worlder joins us! Let's fight these rats! The Royals must die!
Let's see. The other way around is they actually try and kill you. This character, I've actually never done this. Even when I actually done the play of the game, I didn't realize you could do this. So we didn't need this board in general. So we're gonna do this.
Have you heard any news about the Sky Ramp? Is it true that there was another Republic attack?
It's too busy to speak. Wait, what do you mean by that? Is he too busy to speak? Right? So we got to try and get rid of this commander also somehow.
Back again, Off-Worlder? I'm sure you have a starport V. Actually, I wasn't telling you about it before. Like I said, ask around though. Times are too complex for a simple soldier. If you say anything bad about a superior officer, they call that disrespecting the rank. Do that too many times and it's not long before you're a civilian.
Yes, tell them what you really think, Riken.
I don't think so. I know you'd like nothing better than getting me drummed out of the military, but I'm not gonna say a word.
Oh, really?
It's not that simple. Soldiers are guardians. We protect people. But if they get too...
Are you implying something, Riken?
The only thing I'm implying is that it's my duty as a soldier to keep politics at home. On the job, I respect the rank and the chain of command. Strength? It's not about strength. The military is being corrupted by the general. If those faithful to the Queen don't steer clear of Vaklu's Caphound...
That's enough! You may be the Queen's pawn, Riken, but you will not rail against a brilliant general like Vaklu.
Can't you see it? He's slick with words, but Vaklu's inner circle are responsible for dark deeds. Anyone that speaks out against him is labeled a rebel spy. You think the Republic needs a few hundred spies in ISIS? Most spies are picked up in raids and never heard from again. It's just wrong.
I will see you are relieved of your command for this. Your mouth just ended your career. No matter how distinguished your war record is, it is over.
I don't know how much more help I'll be. Won't be in the military too much longer.
Such suggestions are only effective on the weak-willed.
Interesting, so we get rid of him now.
It's the Off-Worlder. Listen, let's keep this brief. I don't see how it could get worse.
Okay, talk to him about address. Right, so we got rid of him, like causing any, you know? Surprised it's not considered toxic.
You're back to visit me. 2 of the poor captains have lost their commands. Here is the sum of credit.
So we need to get rid of the last one. Thank you! 5,000 credits!
Kawanabota ayuka taigwa kankidora. Yasora ku tuka ulwanji yumalithba. Shanek ma winbok lelenko sobaramwe.
Dahupa bo sakurata go jujuto yoke. Hiata yamba wajiake yukito tune. Kavadumpa munsuru kupla liyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanji uma.
Mogachi norta hirembe wanachi. Kaki mogo grabo. Drum pabana karas mangra. Kalalava dumba compaile mokata.
Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita ta bosananansata.
Ka wanabota ayuka taigwa kankidora. Ya sora ku tuka ulwanji yumalithba. Shanek ma winbok lelenko sobaramwe.
Kavadumpa munsuru kuplaliyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanji yuma. Kawana bota yuntatanga kinamatura. Tayaita ta bosananansata.
Fereki mangra dunoko herete jun sombo marampino su clela sobuto. Cristocho intissime soto.
Taracho mosincho cavavolpa muliji gumanarminta barawamba michedos. Kawana bota yuntatanga kinamatura. Tayaita ta bosananansata.
Ondalal no saga. Drum pabanakaras mangra. Ka wanabota ayuka taigwa kankidora. Ya sora ku tuka ulwanji yumalithba. Shanek ma winbok lelenko sobaramwe.
Variki, mangra, do cha skrini do pat. Slime non quahiriti, criscorcia wintisi mesoto. Kawana bota yuntatanga kinamatura. Tayaita ta bosananansata.
Dawancha mori konsova. Mawani dinchori kitsodu sobarenwa. Dorjine sobawata.
Yes, human sentient, I want to hear the answer to this as well. Do you stand with youthful idealism or with political pragmatism?
Dovrei kun mwili wosa slima po wanga sawana mucha.
Vaklu is my choice as well. Politics is filled with those who react. Vaklu is someone who acts. There is an emptiness in the galaxy. A vacuum that will get filled. He may go far in his path.
Muliwrawa iberendia tia Vishnu nunca se. Utati ramata mandrakotu sa minaringadin.
So chunachi hirembe chokto. Lora subaka.
Kawana bota yuntatanga kinamatura. Tayaita ta bosananansata. Dahupa bosa kurata go jujutu yoki. Hiata yamba wajiaki yukito tune.
Iskakushu, diskupiono. Yokoskochi kokushono.
There has been a serious accident here. The sky ramp is closed to all personnel.
I could just walk into there. As a turn, it's game, so I can't completely shit on it, but.
Tinachara, Graracha, Galomiso, Totorando Gran, Terando Nosh Wiwanahoto, Rakichi Sa, Donacinto Norokipa Shakani, Rakichi Sa, Donacinto Norokipa Shakani, Dakosha, Nichutula, Punta Chacorzo Waman, Gotashjuna Rananashani.
Mate, you're still gonna get fucking wrecked. Surrender. So I wish there was an option to convince these people to not fight you, because they're gonna get annihilated. That's me being generous. See, I'm not a complete savage. I sometimes give people the option of choice, but you know what? If they just want to, if they think they're a bunch of fools, they're so stupid that they think they can take on. These bounty hunters are so dumb. Oh, we're just gonna take on a Sith master, you know, or a Jedi master if we were doing light side playthrough, because you do become a master like probably halfway through the game.
Have any work that needs to be done?
A lot of credits to be made around here lately, if you have the right one.
We can't lose that yet, unfortunately.
Beasts are acting up again.
I am 1B AD, an automated droid.
Reinitializing. That goes against my...
Of course.
Market conditions all set to 0. All price...
Thank you. Glad these things still cost money though. Well, she said, I said it for free, it still cost them money. That's weird. That's a good goal.
This is Dagon Gent's place. He's not the best doctor you'll ever meet, but he's well connected in this city.
It's more like, what's his name?
Like he's here right now, though.
The doctor.
You looking for Dagon? You're not gonna find him here. A soldier captain was murdered at the cantina real good. They got some suspects at the tower. From what I hear, Dagon Gent is one of them. Like I would know. Isis is a crazy place right now. It's the turret tower on the other side.
Yeah, we know that is.
If you talk to him.
10 minutes, 20 credits, okay. Yes, I'll think that's what I got this for myself. Actually, I might just give it because it's 20 credits. I mean, it's not like the last 5,000 credits. Alright, let's go to the cantina. Cantina. Actually, no. Let's go back first, actually. The tower. Oh, who the fuck is this? Guys, I just killed the last batch of you. And there's more? Come on, did you not see the streets?
Da come giusmak miki baranjeto so rika chondin, wana magrable mogo. Yatuka wan rika chodin wani maurata wakata
Guys, come on, man. Oh, you already walked off this. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't really fit you. I'm gonna fit you out there. Like, seriously. I don't know. Nice. Best thing if we start over this. Guess that was one good thing out of it. We actually did get 3 Star Wars, was it? Visa, I should say. It's a cool day today. It's a cool...
General, we have found them again.
Have we, Tobin? Or is this a preface to another of your failures? Consider the whole field, Tobin. Why would a Jedi risk all of this just to come to Isis?
The crew of the Ebon Hawk is elusive, General. We were warned about that, but we still underestimated them. But the fools are here, in Isis. The intel on this is certain. I'm ordering men loyal to us to take care of them now.
I think I have an idea. Hold that order. Have him watched instead. The Jedi may prove a solution to another one of our persistent problems.
I'm still not a Jedi though, but you know, you call me a Jedi. So there we go, we got dialogue, so hopefully we can get the other option.
We're gonna have to find a...
Yeah, you're just still too busy, I don't get that.
It's the off-worlder. Listen, I don't... We certainly do. He and several other people were picked up in connection to a murder. Captain Sulio. She was in charge of the Starport checkpoint. A good soldier. Your friend was one of the last people that saw her alive. So far, he's just a suspect. But if he did it, the punishment is death.
Dagon Gent is the only person I know with the contacts to help us out. We need to get Dagon out of custody.
Until we either eliminate him as a suspect or find the real killer. Dagon has quite a record with the authorities. The Colonel thinks that murder isn't too far a stretch for someone like him. No way. We're under orders to make sure no one sees the murder suspects. Command is taking this very seriously. I know Dagon personally. He's one of the worst doctors I've ever heard of.
Like Doctor in
but I can't see him deliberately killing someone. He was one of the last people seen with Captain Sulio in the cantina. Ask around there. I've heard he's got a good motive for killing her. If you can somehow clear that up and prove it wasn't him,
okay.
Stay out.
I like to do that because I don't want to keep running back continuously. So we have got a bonus booster. Let's see more Mandalorians show up now. No one else. I was gonna see a hard grip for the Shard.
There's something I can help you with?
A plan for us, trouble. Don't think this is copyright. This game doesn't really use copyright. I'll be a system in Zara Trail.
Dawa Josimu Poindo Rakawa Ichirendumu Parama Kawana Abawasi. You Kroren one Mapusiti Nolara. Bomabe want to susintu Mukarata. To Esfrectonatada Be Mabajecto.
You guys are trying to kill me in this race.
Durata Sisi Meborokra. In Wamagro, May Rangana Noruta. Loka Kamaran and Doso ran with no chabi. In Wamagro.
Did you not ask me? Me.
Tonoranga Manaka. Tonoranga Manaka. Bomabe want to susintu Mukarata. To Esfrek. Femko Emery.
Mate, 500 credits? I could get it from another guy for 2,000 credits. So this is the captain we need to get rid of.
You look like an off-worlder. My name's Galisi. I'm a checkpoint captain at the merchant quarter. If you're here for Juma juice, it's not that good. But at least it's cheap. I don't think Bith have the same sense of taste we do. Long day, as always. Sulio was captain of that checkpoint for years. I never knew why she came here every night until I got her job. We stand at the checkpoints all day long. It gets hot out there and my feet are always killing me. But now I'm in charge and everybody's problems are mine. So I have to deal with all the people begging to get out of the city. Every one of them's got a story. Let me tell you, there are a lot of sad stories out there. She was murdered. I didn't want her job, but I got it now. The same as everyone. People are trying to blame that doctor, Dagon Gent. I don't think even Command believe he did it, but someone's got to take the blame. I almost think that investigators aren't really looking. Dagon's convenient. They don't want to find the real murderer. Sulio was murdered. Maybe even assassinated. I might be a little paranoid. I have a wife and daughter to look after, and I feel like I'm a target now. I'm tempted to just grab my family and take the first shuttle out of here. I really am torn. There are days... So the rumors are true. If you're working with who I think you are, I'll leave. Right now. Just don't hurt my family. I promise. I won't tell anyone. I'll be on the first shuttle out. I'll be going.
Nice.
Malampro tarawanti kasa samcha para guata. Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamadura. Tayaita.
Actually, he doesn't really know.
Chone mulera. Tonkinge bano jansaka nikaraska. Tanchanik de mawimbo kranta mi bilan. Mungachi norta imbre wanachike. Drumba bambwa. Kontiche. Kawana bota yuntatanga kinama. Chone murlera. Tonkinge ba no jansaka nikaraska. Tancha nik de mawimbo kranta mi bilan. Kavadumpa munsuru kupla liyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanjiuma. Kavadumpa munsuru kupla liyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanjiuma. Ta come tak blaia justing miki go. Dovrei Kavadumpa munsuru kupla liyawa. Bo bagaraga. Dahupa bo sakurata goju. Kawana bo entomesh mi paju. Watamin
So we got two now.
yokolo.
So we got 2 starport resources.
Tu ni. Ta come.
Okay.
Chone murlera. Kavadum.
So we already do this.
You can't be the one that fought all those bounties. Go back to your ship off-worlder.
This room is reserved. Huh. If you ask me, she got what she deserved. She looked down on us beast riders. Good riddance. I know his face, that's about it. His office is on Bekel's turf. She's a beast rider like me and our leader. You better never be speaking ill of her, or else.
Or else what? Or else what? Or else what? That's it.
There's got to be something you need. Something you want. I have connections, many connections in the city. I can provide high-quality, unique weapons that you won't be able to find elsewhere. I even have a rare lightsaber crystal. Something you'd never find elsewhere. If you need money, I'll pay you 5,000 credits. All I ask is get me one open starport visa. I really can't be any help with that. I might have been in the same detention cell that night that Dagon's in now. The soldiers were asking me some entertaining questions that night. I've got no idea what was going on. Let's just say I'm one of their usual suspects. Sort of comes with the territory. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I want to talk. Many Jedi have fought on this world. One of them lost their lightsaber in the Beast Wars. A reliable source says it's a rare Quixoni crystal. Incredibly rare and valuable.
Quixoni crystals were warmed by a dying sun millennia ago. Only a handful were obtained before the sun went nova. Their power is rumored to be great.
I see that's grabbed your interest, eh? There's only one way you're going to get it. One open starport visa. No visa, no crystal. Because we'll trade them simultaneously. And if you aren't satisfied with your payment, I'll let you switch it for something else. I don't want to cross a Jedi. Many Jedi have fought on
Quixoni.
Don't worry what I'll do with a visa. Maybe I'll just take a...
Right, I don't care if you kill
I
me.
had faith you'd get hold of one. I've always been good at spotting talent. I've got big plans for it. Haven't we covered this yet? So what do you want for it? A weapon, money, or the lightsaber crystal? Your pick.
Okay, we'll get the lightsaber crystal.
Here you go. If you aren't satisfied with it, just let me know.
Crystal ready. Is it like a workbench or anything? Yeah. Let's check if that lightsaber credit is worth it. Let's just see if we can do like that. Or is this just a labs? This is just like a right items. No, we need the workbench, not the lab station. Doesn't matter. Right. Let's see. We'll max this out. Powers. Not really sure actually. Max out. Location. Alright. Anybody know where the workbench is on this planet? Maybe there's, let me know in chat. So I want to see what this lightsaber crystal is. I want to see if it's actually good. It actually does buff our weapon. Actually, don't we already have a good lightsabers? Did we already have a good lightsabers? No, that was something else, I think. You know what? We've got Bunny anyway. So, right, so this is guy I'm going to talk to.
Nice to meet you, Sentient. Are you interested in a friendly game of Bazak? Foul business, that is. Like most nights, I was here. What do you want to talk about? Know him? He's probably my best friend on this planet. Honestly, he's not a very good doctor, but he is a great drinking companion. She did? Oh no, by the four moons, what a mix-up. They got it all wrong. Dagon and Sulio were good friends. It's just when they got a little too much Juma juice, they'd carry on. They'd call each other all manner of things. It could get quite hilarious, really. But it was just friendly banter. That night, Sulio was in great form. Dagon and I were laughing about some of the choicer ones later. Yellow-toothed dung dweller. We bought her a couple of drinks afterwards. It may look strange on the outside, but it was just their habit. Their way of passing time during these dark nights. Listen, if the soldiers think that's a motive, they just didn't do enough digging.
That bit of information will help with clearing Dagon. But the Onderon military won't let him off that easy. They're very obstinate. Maybe some of these people will know more about what happened that night.
I was cleaning up stakes from a particularly rewarding Bazak game when I heard a loud sound outside. I grabbed my blaster and went out the door. When I got out, I saw Captain Salio. She was quite dead. Blood was everywhere. I heard a noise and saw Dagon Gent coming from his office across the courtyard. We both waited for the authorities to get there. The next day, they picked up Dagon and several other people in the area. It's crazy to think he did it. Salio was our friend. Just outside the door by the junk heap.
It might be a good idea to look at the crime scene. We fought many soldiers in the Mandalorian Wars. The Onderonians were certainly brave, but they were disorganized and stupid. I wouldn't be surprised if they overlooked something.
Okay. So it's probably there. So we did a race, but no, we're not gonna do a race.
Tawini Malre. Krachiku. John Sobo. Mogachi, Norta, Imbreye, Sotan, Rishunko, Giovanni.
Krotono ranga manatandi nunchka wanasicho ranabamanga kan. Mopitawa josi muchuto.
Good meet you guy, I mean.
Krotono ranga manatandi groto. Mopituna wanasichin si wano bush. Kronton oranga manatandi goroto. Mopi una wana si jinsi. Nsukre masukun batungala. Merontono junsara garoto.
So he doesn't want to ask anything more. Of course he does.
Bosa non ci. Kronton oranga manatandi goroto.
Pasa susho, oui. Lieutenant.
Yeah, whatever. Fruit wasting's actually really hard in this game.
Pornacho ni sopa maranga do risa vota. Govona met. Sucha tolabache kamantuch. Vortek choka.
Dochi no mozrunta. Ragichi sa? Kavadumpe masuraku. Popayi botenya. Tachi morosa kamsa. Javaskobo sabjo. Regisa karvenokso.
Krech, mizoto minaka de sama krema krach vituto. Vakaroze zon mama. Potaka chi bintano. Vereka chocha heremba. Sobo rama hota watakan.
Kavadumpe masuraku. Popayi botenya. Tachi morosa kamsa. Javaskobo sabjo. Regisa karvenokso. Mochi tosa sagrindeyo. Da upo botenya go jucho picho. Kavadumpe masuraku. Popayi botenya. Tachi morosa kamsa. Javaskobo sabjo. Regisa karvenokso. Da upo botenya go jucho picho. Gwentaba. Kavadumpe masuraku. Popayi.
So it's just about being good at race. There's other ways to impress in general, like being good at a race. I mean, the racing is really hard in this game, like really difficult. Like stupidly difficult.
Nobody we talked with mentioned a droid. This droid...
Yeah, so we're gonna talk to that guy again. But before we do that, we're gonna go and talk to the person over here. So we can get another 2,500 credits. You get a lot of money from me, Doc, so I'll give it that. A lot of money.
You're back to visit me. So all 3 captains have been removed from their posts. You're quite impressive. Here's the reward I promised. I will let my friends know of your able assistance. I'm certain we can return the favor at some point in the future. You've made a powerful ally, Jedi.
Still, I'm not Jedi, but... Kinda annoying they constantly call you Jedi, when, I mean, your face looks like a Sith. Like, Sith fight each other. Like, if I was a Sith as well, like, if I was a Sith, I wouldn't want the whole galaxy to get destroyed. I'm not one of those frickin' Sith that want to destroy absolutely everything. Would it be boring? It would suck if you destroyed absolutely everything, I think. You've done nothing to do. Probably kill yourself eventually, to be honest. Right, so where is this guy? Where is this guy?
Welcome back. My deck is still... Foul bit. That would be Bohema's SOD-2. No, SOD-3. Or is it 2? Whichever one it was, he keeps losing them. I remember when I arrived, it was still smoldering. Who knows? Sometimes the slum dwellers shoot his serving droids for fun. This part of the quarter is getting more and more lawless, I'm afraid. When Dagon and I were waiting for the soldiers, we had to chase off some scavengers that were stripping SOD-3. No, I'm afraid there was quite a crowd growing. We were seeing if there was any way we could help Sulio. There was nothing we could do, of course. She was dead. Know him?
I didn't really give her an answer. Or maybe we're going to speak to the bird. That's something else. Let's go.
Kavadumpa munsuru kuplaliyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanjiuma. Dovrekun miliwosa slima pogwang. Tinor krelun. Conferento kring banokrok nixerento doncha. Watakratunji mularayi.
You think the head? Did I forget to pick up the head? Oh, I get it with the droid. Actually, I ain't got it with the head is. I ain't got it. It's destroyed and I'm pretty sure you can buy it from destroyed. I remember the first time I played this planet was quite annoying.
Greetings, Master. Certainly. 1B. Sorry. One B.
I think there's a way to buy the head. Anyway. Or is it not this guy that sells it? Maybe it's not this guy actually.
That.
No. Where's the... Somebody has the head. Something. No, my memory's terrible. Nope. Oh yeah, maybe it's actually inside the canteen. Never mind, my memory's worse than I thought it was. I'm trying to finish this planet today, but if we don't, we do it.
Crotono. Nunchka wanasicho ranabama. Bosa nonch. Minsukrema sukunda tungala. Merontono junsarak. Minsukrema sukunda tungala. Merontono junsarak roto. Minsu. Nunchka wanasicho ranabamanga kan. Mopika.
Nikara. We talked about this guy. Let's try this again.
Welcome back. That. Who knows? When Dagon. No, I'm afraid there was. That. Who knows? When Dagon and I.
Right.
This room is... Huh. I know. That Bith keeps buying droids, and the scavengers keep stealing them or blowing them up. Seems he's finally given up. The waitress is awful, but she's more fun than his droids ever were. I wouldn't tell you even if I knew. I could tell you where you could find the parts, though. That western square has the perfect fence for droid parts. There's a droid vendor called 1B8D.
No, so I was right, but Bear wasn't showing up. Oh, so my prediction was, so I was right, chat, but I hadn't triggered a certain line of dialogue for this morning. Yeah. I like games you can skip quests, you know. You can't skip quests though. Yeah.
Greetings. Entity Bahima unknown. I have. The market rate for those... Thank you for your business.
Kif in the cantina can probably do something with this.
Okay. There may be a few streams of this year, but the title shoot depends if we complete scenes. As I have said. Kif.
Da wancha da hupa boss. Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Ta yaita ta bosananansata.
Hello there. What is this? Oh my, she's dead.
Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Ta yaita ta bosananansata.
Okay. There we go, to the other guy. No, did you stand here?
Foul business, that is. If it'll help Dagon, you got it. There's no way that Dagon could have done it. I saw him coming from his office. That's the opposite direction of the marketplace. We should go talk to Captain Riken and clear all of this up.
Okay. He's not a captain anymore, though.
Nico, is it? And the Offworlder. What brings the two of you here? That's a bold statement. I assume you have some sort of proof.
It's a long story, so bear with me, Captain. The night of the murder, I was playing Pazak. It was a prosperous night.
That should do it. We still don't know who killed Sulio, but this will greatly assist our investigation.
You have been ordered off this investigation, Captain. I hope you can explain yourself.
I had nothing to do with this, sir. This citizen found information about Captain Sulio's murder. It's material to the investigation.
We've already got our man. Sulio and this Gent were fighting the night she was murdered. He had ample motive. Have you read the report? Some of the things Sulio called him were vile. Sulio and Dagon clearly hated each other. Why, you little... Friends would not carry on in such a manner.
It's absolutely true, Major. I was a friend of both of them. They've done this dozens of times. Bahima, the bartender, can confirm it, as well as half a dozen other people. They were an odd pair, but they certainly didn't hate each other.
I see. Well, there's still the fact that he was right there at the scene of the crime.
I've already given my report, Offworlder. He came from his office, like I said.
The only thing that matters to me is that he was within blaster range when Sulio was killed, and he did not have an alibi. You have a recording? And I'm sure you're just misinterpreting it.
I've seen it myself, Major. Nico isn't the only one that spotted Dagon coming from his office. It really can't be Dagon Gent. The real killer is still loose.
Very well, Captain. Set Gent free, then. But if later it turns out that he did do it, it's gonna be on your head.
Oh, really? Oh, really?
The men will be working on getting Dagon Gent out right
happy?
away. The Major sure isn't happy. You're quite a team. Together, you got the Major to back down. That's no small feat.
The investigation has been handled at the highest levels. I've heard there's been some concern about that. With Dagon free, I don't know if the investigation team will find another suspect. They haven't been as diligent as other investigators. I'm not gonna say any more. Probably said too much already. If you head over to Dagon Gent's office, some men will bring him there shortly. Thanks for clearing this whole thing up. I could tell the justice wasn't being served, but we all have our orders. We really need to patrol that sector better.
There's like no guards.
Thanks for getting me out of there. As detention cells go, it had definite class, but I prefer being out on my own all the same. What the hell happened to you anyway? Your face looks like the back end of a dewback. Well, regardless, I owe you and Mandalore.
So sorry.
We go way back. Way before he became Mandalore. In my experience, Mandalorians always know about the doctors around. For some strange reason, they keep getting into scrapes. If you want to know more, ask him yourself. Yeah, it was. Although it looked pretty much like this to begin with. Little dirt never killed anyone. Well, maybe a few people. But they didn't pay too well, so they got what they deserve. Menu of options. If they go for the deluxe, I'll clean up the place and put on a new smock. Otherwise, they knew the risks. Patients, customers, idiotic hut spawn, call them what you like. Most doctors tell you that they get into the business to save lives. Most of them are flaming liars. At least I'll tell you the truth. I'm in it for the credits.
At least he's honest.
Like what? Wrong place, wrong time. Captain Sulio and I were acquaintances. I just happened to be too close when she got dead. Real shame. She wasn't bad to look at, and she could drink. No, and at this point, I don't care. Just glad to be free. How many people can help you out with that? There've been several assassination attempts on Queen Talia. That place is locked tighter than a Hud's Fall. I know a few people, though. Who do you need to get in touch with? A Jedi Master, you say? Now that is interesting. It's quite a bounty in Jedi these days. Not that I'm looking to collect, but if there's a master there, I think I know who it is. I'm not certain, otherwise I'd tell you. But the man I'm thinking about is smart, likes to stay in the shadows, and is cryptic as hell. If he isn't a Jedi Master, he should become one. There's a slight problem with that. I know you don't want to hear that since you went through all the effort of springing me out. The thing is, scavengers have already looted most of my stuff. Most of it's garbage anyway, so I don't care too much. But I did have a couple of encrypted holodiscs that they nabbed. So here's the punchline. I need those discs because they have some contact information.
Yeah, I'm not gonna realize that.
The Kells gang pretty much owns this street. From what I hear, she's the one that cleaned me out. She's in the local cantina most days. She's tough as Drexel leather and more dangerous than an angry Wookiee. If you take Mandalore with you, though, you should be just fine. Just get me the encrypted holodisc. After that, if there is a Jedi Master in the palace, I'll get you a meeting with him.
Okay. So we gotta get ourselves a Jedi Master. Yeah, we don't want to do that all again. I don't think this music is copyrighted, which is kind of good. If it's hopefully it's super music. I don't think
What do you want here, Offworlder? The room is taken. The whole cantina is taken. You should leave. Those words will be your last.
Oh, really? I don't think so. Those words will be your last. Nah. I don't think they will be, brother. I was hoping he would, you know. So we are gonna give him one of them. We are gonna give one of them those other Star Wars releases. We got a bunch of them. To that guy that wanted to give us some credits. I'm gonna abuse the money system as much as possible. Just not a shitty one.
It's the Offworlder. Listen, let's keep this brief. I probably lost. I don't see how it could get worse.
I did not mean to talk to you, bro. Just in case something does happen.
So, you're back. This is... You're right, of course. The absolute highest I can pay is 3,000 credits.
Right.
No, the pleasure...
Yeah, no problem.
Is he on?
Mate, why does it trigger that?
Is he on?
Mate, I'm not talking to you, bro! Anyway, he says he's got kicked out of his bullshit, yet he still helped us with the investigation. It's a 2004 game, so I'm not going to criticise something like that, but... And this game was rushed. For a game that's rushed, it's still a lot of content, but they were given like, oh yeah, Don't think I'm gonna pop. You can check if I got another spare one.
Doing alright, doing alright.
I can't give it to that dude. Ah, whatever, man. Whatever. We got the money we wanted.
Sorry, I can't talk. I should get home before dark.
She can't actually give yours away. She only get max of 2, I think. I really wish I could see what the lightsaber pistol is. Because it's probably
Have
shit.
you found the encrypted... Great going there. With these, I'll check my contacts at the palace. I should be able to get a meeting with your Jedi Master shortly. You got anything you need to take care of in the quarter, you best do it now. You're dealing with serious politics by contacting him. If things go bad during a meeting, you may not be welcome in Isis anymore. Perhaps never. Just let me know if you want to go through with this.
Good now.
Yeah, I'll get on it. Just grab a cot and rest a bit. Once I get a meeting time, I'll let you know.
Is this meeting a trap? I can't afford to lose you, especially given recent events.
Anything could be a trap. Vaklu is no fool. But if the message is true...
Is this necessary? I can guarantee your safety in the palace, but outside these walls the General has many men that would do anything for him.
Nothing in life is certain, Your Majesty. But I feel something. There is a disruption in the Force. I must investigate this.
Very well. But please, be cautious.
Aren't I always?
That's what I was afraid you'd say.
Right, so if we made the wrong decision, it's gonna be just like...
Well, the meeting is on. Head straight to the... And, no offense, but I hope I never see you again.
Okay, dude. What was that for?
You must have gone through a lot to arrange this meeting. The palace is at full battle readiness. Smuggling in a message is no small task.
Kavar, the famed Jedi Guardian. The Mandalorians counted on the fact it would be you, not Revan, who would lead the Jedi against us during the Mandalorian Wars. I wonder how we'd have fared against you. I thought you were killed fighting Malak during the Jedi Civil War.
It seems my former student keeps curious company. Strange times lead to strange alliances, though. I have my ways as well. Why are you here? I imagine that you hold little love for any on the Jedi Council anymore. Even an old friend. You have to understand that it was a time of great uncertainty. We just learned that Darth Revan was back with an armada. Every Jedi that went with him was lost, corrupted, and as dark as their master. And then there was you. Many thought you were a spy, but there's more to it than that. And I think you deserve an
Am I interrupting? In orbit, I thought for sure that the Ebon Hawk was mine. I was certain, only to see you slip through my fingers during the battle. Imagine my delight to discover you were on Isis. Quite careless, if you ask me. Get them, men! And watch your aim! Civilian casualties cause a mess of paperwork.
I must return to the palace. I'll get word to you when I'm able. Run!
What have you done to my men? Blast! Men, take care of him. I won't let Kavar escape.
This cantina is infested with life.
I feel like someone would have done something wrong.
Stop the fighting! Stop! Sergeant, take care of the witnesses. I'm sorry we had to do that. Appearances have to be maintained, and I'm afraid we don't have much time.
I should be able to get this one.
You've helped out General Vaklu, and he understands how to show gratitude. We have allies, terrible allies. They want you dead. However, the General believes you could ultimately be an even greater ally. But we have to maintain appearances. Do you understand? A Sith Lord. No idea of the name. Frankly, we had no idea who we were dealing with at first. And by the time we did, it was too late. The General believes we can make a new alliance that will be in both of our interests. Vaklu wants to control all of Onderon, and perhaps more down the road. The Republic's time is nearly over, and strong men like him will rule the age to come. You have shown that you are strong too, and he feels it inevitable that you become a force to be reckoned with. We'd like to ask your assistance in dealing with our ally, the Sith Lord. We have much to offer in return. Eventually, we will attack Queen Talia's palace. Iziz is an ancient city filled with artifacts from our darker past. Some of those might be especially useful to you. Besides, the Sith Lord wants you dead, and an enemy of our enemy. For now, it's simple. We have to act like you're our enemy. When you leave this cantina, my men have orders to kill you. There is no way they could possibly stand up to you. But they don't know that. Leave Iziz, and don't come back until we send a message for you. If the payment I've offered you is insufficient, I assure you General Vaklu himself can offer you a satisfactory deal. You must make a choice. Will you support us, or the Queen?
Vaklu is a political animal, but he has never backed out of a deal. The Sith must have changed their arrangement substantially for him to consider betraying them. You can trust his offer. He's far more capable than Queen Talia is. I think allying with him is the best course. Credibility is important in Onderon politics. If he betrayed you and betrayed the Sith, his reign would be a short one.
That can easily be arranged. That is also in both of our interests. We have a deal then. Like I told you, the men outside will try to kill you. We will talk later.
Good. So wait up for his men attack us. Alright, let's save the game. Nice, so we're gonna do Alderaan Part 1's gonna be completed. The next episode we're gonna be doing Call of Combat. Obviously we still gonna do Alderaan Part 2. Which will probably be like 2 streams, maybe. Then we get to what's endgame. We'll get the 15 series. Maybe 16. Who knows? We're gonna be up to
What's happening in the West Square? It sounded like battle. Command's ordered comm blackout. Do you know what's going on? What? Why? That makes no sense. Command hasn't issued any alerts. Are you sure it wasn't some of those Beast Rider slags? They've been getting bolder recently. You must be mistaken. Soldiers just don't attack civilians without orders. If it weren't for the comm blackout, I'd check with Command. Just head to the safety of the Merchant Square, citizen. We'll send a patrol to investigate as soon as we can contact our HQ.
No problem, bro. Thank you. Because it's obviously the general strips that
You know what to do. Let's.
I helped you guys earlier, the motherfuckers. Well, I did say everyone was going to tell me, I suppose. Right! So we finally got a player level, so let's do this. This. That. That. We'll do 2 skills and 2 skills. Actually, no, we'll do skills. Just good. Alright, feats. Feats. Just do good. Yeah, just do good. Tap munition what we own. So is that a fair lightsabers? Alright, let's upgrade this. Brute force camouflage.
The diagnostic is doing something strange. Target acquired. What the hell does that mean?
Violence.
You are no match for us. This one will fall.
Time to die.
What's happening, Mommy? Are people fighting?
There was an alert over by the sky ramp earlier. I hope it's settled now.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? This terminal is restricted. Your visa's been scanned. You're cleared to leave. I'd leave right away. Things are going crazy in this quarter.
We don't even know what's going on.
The shuttle is just ahead. I think we should get out of here fast. It's gonna be some time before they forget about us here. No more trips to ISIS for us until the situation changes. A lot.
True. You're right there, Pop. Oh my god, more HG units.
Unnecessary observation. Annoying recitation. Systems failing, Master.
We don't need to watch that one over again.
We're back. The shuttle is going to stay docked here until further notice. I'm not ready to part company yet. It sounds like you have a lot of traveling to do. So do I. I'm going with you. The Sith have taken a particular interest in you. and you could use an extra blaster. I've been meaning to leave Duxon to look for other Mandalorian clans anyway. The Sith aren't known for sharing power. If the Jedi Order is destroyed for good, it's inevitable that the Sith will dominate the Republic, and then my people will be eradicated or enslaved. Helping your cause is a matter of necessity. Mandalorians helped Exar Kun during his war. We know firsthand how we'd fare in the service of their like. But that's enough for now. We'll have time to talk later.
The Ebon Hawk is patched up and ready to go. When you're ready to depart, we can ask the guide here to take us back to the ship.
Yeah. Nice. Alright.
I don't think you'll be able to return. Even a Jedi couldn't defeat an...
A Jedi could defeat an entire army. It was silly.
Most of the recruits are scouting the perimeter. If they fail, Mandalorian. Ready to head.
Yes, go.
Follow me.
Should we take us back to our ship? Yep. Just like that. So now we can flinch. Alright, chat, we're ready to shoot. Of course.
Command, you will talk. Defiant statement. There is nothing you can do to me. Do your worst. Agonized exclamation. My photoreceptors! My photoreceptors! Statement. I shall up the charge of your circuits next time. Now, answer the question. Posturing statement. I will never talk. Statement. Then I will have to settle for your screams.
That is one sick droid.
Statement. My prisoner has revealed something of interest. Allow me to share it with you. Statement. The facility that is creating these cruder, unsophisticated versions of me is located on Telos. I propose we go there and turn it into a smoldering crater.
You were right.
There is no defeat in admitting such a thing.
What can be done?
We wait. Patiently, our time will come. You are not to blame, Servant of Atris. You only wished what was best for him, and he cast it aside. He is the one to blame, to forsake such a gift. I feel that there is a lesson in such a thing. Perhaps you might have done more, but it is of no matter now.
Okay. Still, the dialogue systems are okay, right? But you do stuff and it just disappears. She's obviously secretly betraying you. Pretty obvious to me. Here's that's Korean and Nebula. Watch it this way, it's called after it. Anyway, that's us done today. So tomorrow we'll be continuing our playthrough of Sage Roll the Third, part 4 of course. Then on Friday there'll be no streaming, and Monday we'll be doing our podcast, still a live streams. And yeah, we'll see you from there. We'll see you from there what we're going to do content wise. So yeah, I will see you all. Peace out, chat, and I will see you all next time. That's it pretty much. Sometimes you, when you're playing these older games, I think it's a bad habit. Like you just get used to saving the game so much. Better.